Good morning. Let's take a look at what the global handover is looking like. Weak, like you mentioned, from the US. Nominal cuts on Dow and S&P, but a significant cut coming in on Nasdaq, 0.6% lower. That AI valuation bubble concern still continues on the street. The pressure that we've seen on Oracle stocks after their earnings, so another 2.5% cut on Oracle. Broadcom was down 5.5%. Sharp slide in the market for Broadcom. In fact, this is the first time ever that this has been the steepest 3-day fall ever for this company since 2020. So sharp fall coming in for Broadcom as well. On the flip side, a stock that did well was Tesla. Tesla is at its 2025 high, up 17.7% this year. They're also testing unmanned cars in Austin in Texas right now, and that is the update on Tesla, which is why the stock has been doing well. But on the macro front, market is cautious ahead on the key economic data. Focus is going to be on upcoming jobs and inflation prints, and all eyes are going to be on the non-farm payrolls, unemployment data, retail sales, and the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI number that we'll be seeing from the US. And in fact, PMI we are going to be seeing from a lot of major economies later today. So watch out for this metric. Now the US-UK trade deal. US has suspended technology deal with the UK. Remember, this was inked between Donald Trump and Keir Starmer when he visited UK in September this year. Now this has happened amid growing frustrations in Washington over progress of trade talks in London. London is also claiming that US is trying to impose a lot of restrictions outside of the tech arena, on the back of which this US-UK trade deal has been called off. That's the big update this morning. But shifting focus to Europe, European markets have done well, closed in the green, all of them. FTSE did very well, as was the case with France and Germany. Both of them have done okay for themselves as well. The overall stock 600 was also up 0.7%. Shifting focus to Asia this morning, largely mixed trade, but largely under pressure. You have Shanghai that's lower by 1%, Hang Seng lower by 1.5%, Nikkei also now 1.3% lower. So in fact, these cuts have become more significant since the day's start for all three of these markets. In terms of some other asset classes to watch out for, Bitcoin has dropped below $85,000, sharp cut over there. Gold is up about 0.2%, around 4,342. Silver continues to see some recovery after the cut it saw lately, 0.7% recovery over there. Brent also up down about 0.5%, and on the flip side, dollar index is absolutely flat at 98.3. Now let's refocus and talk about some important commentary that we've been tracking. Of course, Donald Trump, the comments coming in from him fresh in the morning, he's saying that the war in Ukraine, the end of that is closer than ever after the talks that they've had, and he has also sued BBC for defamation over edited clips of his speech. And Trump has also classified fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction, saying no bomb does what fentanyl is doing. So that's the big update coming in from the US. US Customs and Border Protection has said that the United States has collected more than $200 billion in tariffs since the beginning of this calendar year. So that's also significant. And lastly, let's also talk about the comments from John Williams, New York Fed president, who believes that the economy is well positioned to grow in 2026. The Fed rate cuts position the Fed to balance job and inflation mandates equally now. Inflation and job risks are roughly in balance. Gradual cooling in the job market points to a moderately restrictive monetary policy. And lastly, he's saying that he's not seeing investment boom in the area outside of AI. So that's his take coming in on where the economy is going. But yes, that's a wrap on the global desk this morning. Back to you.